A deadly police ambush, the investigation now turning to Kansas City. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Lexi Suter. We've got team coverage tonight on the suspected shooter, Gavin Eugene Long. He killed 3 officers in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, before police shot and killed him. Right now, a Kansas City neighborhood is blocked off. You're getting a live look at East 77th and Lydia. Officers are investigating a home connected to Long. Skytracker flew over that neighborhood just a short time ago. You can see that area was blocked off, and it's very large. Again, this home is between Troost and Lydia, and that's where we begin tonight's team coverage. 41 Action News reporter Tara Hall arrived in the neighborhood before police did. And Tara, you actually spoke with someone at the suspect's home.
That's right, Lexi, I did. It happened just about a block from where I'm standing right now, though I have to say our encounter was brief. I asked him how he knew the suspect or if he was willing to talk to us. He refused. It was a few minutes after that police arrived on the scene, some of them wearing tactical gear. Shortly after that, they took the man I had just spoken to into custody, and tonight we aren't sure if it was a formal arrest or if he was just taken in for standard questioning. It's a scene neighbors in this quiet working-class neighborhood still can't wrap their minds around.
Never anything like this, never anything on such a scale as this.
I was like, wow, the suspect is from Kansas City on my block.
Gavin Eugene Long, the suspect in the Baton Rouge, Louisiana police shooting, living just a few houses away.
It just takes all the air out of you. You don't know what to think. You to have lived here so long, and then to hear that someone here in Kansas City, in your neighborhood, not but a few blocks away from you, was in Baton Rouge and shot 3 officers. It's just like a shock.
Police quickly shut down the streets surrounding a home they believed Long lived in or had connections to.
Frightening to come outside and know that's right here on my block, 100 yards away. That's frightening, you know. I mean, it can happen anywhere. To say it won't happen on your block, your neighbors, got to be watching what's going on. I mean, it's around. I mean, it is around, and it's scary.
News that's shaken this Kansas City community, because when it comes to violence, these neighbors say no one is left untouched. Police have blocked off a several block radius in between 77th Street, in between Lydia and Troost. Though, as you can see here, it looks like they're taking this down, so they should begin letting homeowners in and out of the area where previously they had barred that. We'll keep you updated as more information comes in. For now, I'm reporting live in Kansas City, Missouri. Tara Hall, 41 Action News.
Tara, thank you. Well, we know that Long served in the U.S. Marine Corps for 5 years. So let's go now to 41 Action News investigator Andy Alcock, who's been taking a closer look at Long's background. Andy.
Lexi, Long was a sergeant in the Marine Corps before the shootings and served 2 deployments in Iraq. He won multiple awards during that time, including the Marine Corps' Good Conduct Medal. What led this Marine to this path is unclear, but there are some signs he was on this path and may have had help. Pete Williams of NBC News is reporting authorities are investigating the possibility Long coordinated with other people from Missouri to lure the officers to the location of the Baton Rouge shootings. CNN is reporting Long rented a car in Kansas City, stopped in Dallas a few days after the police shootings there, and then went on to Baton Rouge. CNN is also reporting Long was a member of several conspiracy groups devoted to government surveillance and monitoring. CNN found Long had at least 2 websites where he identified himself as a freedom strategist, mental game coach, nutritionist, author, and spiritual advisor. Long also went by an alias. His Twitter page is called Convos with Cosmo. And he's also posted multiple YouTube videos. In one titled Protesting, Oppression, and How to Deal with Bullies, Long cited the 4th of July. He said when Europeans like George Washington fight back against their oppressors, it's celebrated. But when Africans fight back, they're wrong. In the video, he talks about revolutions.
100% of revolutions, of victims fighting their oppressors, from victims fighting their bullies, 100% have been successful through fighting back, through bloodshed. 0 have been successful just over simply protesting.
Long is accused of committing these shootings on his 29th birthday. In his last tweet late last night, he wrote, as you can see right here, just because you wake up every morning doesn't mean you're living. And just because you shed your physical body doesn't mean that you're dead. I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.
All right, Andy, thank you. Well, Grandview police tell us Long lived there more than a decade ago. 41 Action News anchor Lindsay Shively talked to two Grandview neighbors who remember the boy next door.
The news traveled from Baton Rouge
Crazy. I don't know what to think, you know. Scares you.
to the Ballou's home in Grandview. 3 officers shot and killed, the shooter dead.
And I saw an article that the guy was from Kansas City, and I'm thinking Kansas City's big.
Then they saw the name, Gavin Long.
I get home and I show my dad the article, and he just instantly said he used to live next door to us. That was your friend Gavin.
I just can remember him out in the backyard on the trampoline.
The Ballouz say not only did Long and his parents live right next door more than a decade ago, but he and Jacob were friends.
He loved sports, and he was always active, and he always had a smile on his face. He was always happy, and he just never seemed mad.
Gavin was a good kid. I don't know where somebody got into his head. That's all I can think of. His mom and dad were great people.
I heard he was joining the military, and that was the last I've ever heard of him.
Gavin Long's military records show he served from 2005 to 2010. Now the Ballouz wonder what happened to the neighbor they knew.
Everybody needs to take a step back and look around, grab their kids and give them a hug or something.
Lindsay Shively, 41 Action News.